This video is going to be all about college girls and why you do not want to meet them. Hi, I'm Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of BachelorVegas.com, and I'm standing here today, guys, at the Encore Beach Club. All right, this is a middle of October weekend, and we have this big thing going on here called college fall break. Okay, so if you don't know about college fall break, back in the day we had spring break. Okay, that was a big thing for us in college back in the 90s. Okay, that's when I went to school, and nowadays they have this thing called fall break. All right, this happens to be Columbus Day weekend, and there is a an extra day off for most of the government and school workers type of thing. For us normal people, we don't have the day off, but these college kids are out here in Las Vegas in full force. Okay, there's a couple big promotion companies. One of them is called Just College. There's several other ones, and what they do is they go and recruit all these college kids, and they give them like these packages where they give them cheap rooms, they stuff them to a room, and get them out here and get them into all the pool parties and the nightclubs with the big DJs. This weekend we have like Fisher, Martin Garrix, Tiesto's in town. Who else is here today? We got Diplo here at Encore Beach Club, Medusa over at IU Day Club, Kygo over at Palm Tree Beach Club. Pretty much every major hitter in the world is here in Las Vegas this weekend for this fall break. All right. Now this video is going to be about the massive amount of college girls you're going to find out here in Las Vegas on a typical weekend like this. Okay, this is not like a normal weekend. Okay, you're not going to find these girls here every weekend. This is rare. Okay, there was some out here last weekend because some of the schools apparently have their fall break the weekend before Columbus Day, but this is the big weekend. All right, and what I've seen over the years is many of these girls, basically raid my customer tables and cabanas. All right, so these girls are very attractive. Okay, they're younger. Most of them are probably 21 to 22. They all have that young, skinny college girl look, and these girls can party. All right, one thing you're going to find out about these college girls very quickly is that they could probably outdrink you. All right, if you remember back to your college days, most likely these girls are most likely back in your college days. You probably drank quite often, probably every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from my memory, but maybe even Sundays. You're drinking a lot, so you build up a tolerance. Okay, so these girls have high tolerances, and they tend to come out to these pool parties and nightclubs, and they're not able to really afford $25 a drink. All right, so these girls are looking for obviously free drinks. So a lot of these clubs and pools are pretty smart. What they do is they know these girls are going to be here early for the free drinks, so they give them away free drinks. Like maybe example today, Encore Beach Club from say noon to 1, they're going to have like an open bar for ladies. All right, and then the girls will all come here for that. They'll be lined up, a mile long. They'll come in, they'll drink for free for an hour, and after that they're kind of on their own. Okay, everyone's just starting to show up at the tables and the cabanas. I have a bungalow here today at Encore Beach Club. Also have a water couch and a day bed. And so these girls are going to be looking for places to, get free drinks essentially for the rest of the day because they don't have money to buy $25 drinks. So, keep that in mind when you're coming out here on a big weekend like this. One thing you're going to be kind of careful, and you probably don't want to meet these girls, is for several reasons. They're going to drink a ton of alcohol, going to run up your minimums, blow through your minimum, then run up a tab on top of that. And then, at the end of the day, most likely the girls are probably not going to leave with you. Okay, I'll be honest with you. Most of these girls come here in like their sorority groups, and the groups are generally kind of stick together, if you will. So they're going to travel in big groups, which is good and bad. There's a lot of pretty girls, but kind of bad if you're wanting to meet one of them, and then you have to give drinks to all the rest of them. Okay, and then at the end of the day, when the girls are probably slightly intoxicated, and maybe you think you have a chance of maybe leaving with one or pursuing some sort of relationship, that girl's not going to leave with you. Okay, she's going to leave with the rest of her sorority girls, and they're going to keep the pack together, if you will. And getting one to defect from the pack is going to be nearly impossible. Okay, so don't expect that. And then the chances of that girl wanting to pursue a relationship with you after the weekend here, they're probably slim and none. She goes back to whatever college she's from, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, wherever. I've heard a ton of different places this weekend, and they probably have a boyfriend or a guy that they're hooking up with on campus, and they're not going to be interested in talking to you after this weekend. So just keep that in mind. I'm not saying that is a bad thing to want to mingle or whatever, but you might be better off looking for like the bachelorette parties this weekend, or the group of maybe 2 or 3 girls that are out here for the college thing instead of the whole big sorority group, because they might have a better chance. So that's my take on the college girls out in Las Vegas and why you probably don't want to meet them. So keep this as a video in your back pocket. pocket when you come out here on one of these weekends. If you see an exorbitant amount of college girls, just remember that your chances of pulling one of these girls is pretty slim, and to hang out with them all day is going to cost you a lot of money. All right. So I'm Brian Pfeiffer. When you're coming out here to Las Vegas, if you like some tips and tricks, or you want to help plan your vacation, my number's above, 773-459-8133. That's my cell phone. We do offer packages, bottle service, limos, strip clubs. Today I have like 5-6 tables at multiple different pools, and some of the guys have limo service, picking them up at their hotel, bringing them here. We offer all that. So I'm out here to help. I'm looking forward to help planning your Las Vegas vacation. I'm Brian Pfeiffer, signing out here from the Encore Beach Club, and let's talk soon. Goodbye.